Hi guys, it's Christy. Welcome back to the Pop-Up Couch. It's Friday. As I told you, I would be here every Friday around 1:30 or 2 just to give you guys just a couple little tidbits of stuff that I've been thinking about. I hope you're having a really great week. Thank you for tuning in last week, and I really appreciate all the comments that you guys left for me. I just wanted to drop in today, just a couple things I've been thinking about. For some reason, this has been big on my mind lately. Parenting. What kind of parent are you guys? How are you doing with the kids? I mean, let's face it, it's not easy these days to be a parent, especially with all the distraction that's going around us and, you know, different influences and stuff like that. I know as a mom, I'm always kind of comparing myself to how my parents parented me and stuff like that. And I try to take all the good things that my parents gave to me, which was plenty of things, and I try to invest that in my kids. So how are you doing with the kids? I heard something recently that kind of radiated and stuck with me. Kids are not yours. They're given to you. Of course, we have our kids, but they're not actually ours. They don't belong to us, so to speak. I mean, we're in charge of making sure that they're safe, but the truth is, we really can't say that they're ours, and I know that sounds kind of crazy, but if you think about it, it's true. I mean, if the more freedom you give your kids to have their own feelings and thoughts and dreams, the better off they're going to be and the better relationship you're going to have, especially when they're older, teenage years and so on. So stop parenting your kids, right? Try to be more friends with them. Of course, set guidelines, right? You don't want them to get hurt or be disrespectful, but allow them the freedom to be themselves, because they are just little people, right? And I know growing up, I'm sure everybody can relate to this. Nobody really likes to be told what's right or wrong, or what to do or what not to do, or, have all these expectations. How about we just loosen the grip, right? And just allow them to be themselves and be there when they need us. To me, that's the best kind of parent you could be. And it's easier in the long run, right? Since you're not constantly on top of them and demanding all these things from them, which really isn't easy and not the best way to go about things. So let me know how you're doing with the kids. And also, I want to talk about people that are, again, still feeling depressed lately these days. They're feeling lost or hurt. They can't seem to get past certain things in their life. It's really not as hard as you think to be happy. Let's put it that way. I know that everyone has a different journey that they're on and different things, right? Different things they deal with. But the truth is, happiness is a choice, you guys. If you get up in the morning and you decide to be happy, and you really try to feel happy and grateful and thankful for everything that comes around throughout your day, I promise you, 99% chance you will end your day happy. If you wake up happy and in a feeling of gratitude and just being aware and thankful for the things you have, I promise you that your chances of being happy on a day-to-day basis will increase almost 100%, if not 100%. I swear by this. I promise you this works. It's just a matter of what's in your mind, what's going through your mind. How are you feeling? What kind of vibes are you sending out? Again, we talked about this last week. If you have a chance to send somebody some love, even if it's just quietly, they don't have to hear it. You just send someone love through your thoughts and your prayers. That really will help someone. And I promise that will help to put you in a happier place. And that's where we all want to be, don't we? We all want to be in a happier state of mind so that we can, of course, help others. And that's contagious. So for those of you that are living in misery and maybe you're holding a grudge against someone, maybe you're feeling disappointed by someone or something, you can address it and change that today, okay? You can look at it and see it for what it is, and you can choose to take the high road. You can take the high road, excuse me. You can take the high road any day, any time of the day. You can change your life and actually start living your life, you guys, today. Start living, because if you're just waiting for things to change, or you're just going to bed with these feelings of maybe you're just unhappy with yourself or your life or your kids or your friends or your spouse, then it's time to make those changes. It's time to accept things the way they are and do your best to feel better, okay? And feel better from the inside. Start appreciating how lucky you are to have who you have in your life that's close to you, whether it's, even if it's just, if it's your spouse, your friends, your kids, maybe it's God, whatever it is, your pets. Be aware and be grateful for all those things in your life. I promise you, as soon as you start doing that every day, you'll feel better immediately, okay? Take care of yourself from the inside out. Treat yourself good. Also, just one more thing before I go. I wanted to say, back to that, are you living every day to experience life, or are you living every day to avoid life? I mean, that all ties back to the depression and the anxiety and all those things that people I know are dealing with. And I know that, you know, I'm not trying to downplay anybody's situation here. I'm not trying to say that these things aren't real, because if you feel that they are real, then of course they're real. But are you actively living life to the fullest daily with what you've been given? Let's face it. I mean, we can all do that more. We can just kind of kick it into gear, right? So let's just try to get off the couch, put our phone down, and this weekend just try to be present with whoever's around you. Try to just do your best to give them that time, all right? That I'm sure that they've been missing you, whoever they are. It could be your kids, your husband, your spouse, whoever. The pets, whoever, just give them that time this weekend. Pick someone today, pick someone tomorrow, and just spend time with them. Listen to them, be there for them, hug them, maybe get them a gift, maybe just, you know, help them around the house if you can, if they need something. You know, just have a nice conversation with them, and don't cut them off when they're talking. That's hard for me to do. I'm trying to be better at that myself. You know, but what can you do for someone this weekend in your life right now that's close to you? I'm sure that would love to spend that quality time with you. So go ahead out there and do that, guys. If you have anything that you're holding on to, resentment, guilt, any of these things, they're just eating at you, okay? And it's time to just face them, okay? Because the minute you give them life and you look at them straight in the eye and you tell them that this is it, you know, you tell these problems, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not carrying you around with me as a dead weight anymore. What happened in the past is the past, and now it's time to move forward. And the only way to move forward in a happy way is to just accept things the way they are and just know that that was part of your journey. They all happen to you for a reason. And just like the frequency we talked about last week, everything's coming to you for a reason. It's coming to you so that you can see it, feel it, experience it. Now, what you do with those things is up to you, but I recommend that you just choose to do the right next thing to everything that comes your way, okay? Again, I am not perfect. I have a long way to go myself, but I'm trying to be more aware of the little things that I can help to contribute, right? To make life a little easier for someone else. Any of those things that come up my way, I try to be aware. I try to say hello to strangers now on the street. I try to hold the door as much as I can for people. I try to thank people for doing things for me if they didn't have to, or if I didn't ask for those things. Just be more aware of all the little things around you, all right? And the more aware you are, the happier you'll be, and happiness is contagious, okay? So until next week, thank you guys for tuning in. If there's anything I can do to help you, please don't ever feel funny about reaching out. I'd love to listen or help, or if you have any suggestions, or if there's something that you'd like to talk about next week, absolutely, please just send me a little message and I'll be on it. All right, have a wonderful, beautiful, great weekend, and I hope you enjoy the Super Bowl. Until next week. Bye, guys. Bye.